afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Studio of Greatness. I am your host, D. Clark, also known as the Creative Thought Scientist, Wallace Eannace's very own Corporate Vice President, Associate Partner, and Chief Motivation Officer. Today we have a very special guest for you. His name is Daryl Shue, and Daryl is the Senior Vice President of A.O. Smith Corporation and the President and General Manager of the Lochinvar Business Unit. Daryl, I don't know what this power is, but I do know that it becomes available whenever a man or a woman decides exactly what it is that they want and not to quit until they get it. Whatever you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Welcome to the show, my friend. What do you think about that quote?
Thank you very much, Daryl. I appreciate it. It's a wonderful quote. I agree with you every day. We need to live that every day.
Thank you. Thank you. So, Daryl, please tell the audience a little bit of your background, who you are, and how you got to be in the position that you are in today.
Sure. So I've had the luxury, I will say, Daryl, of saying that I've been with the A.O. Smith Corporation for 33 years. I started off as a mechanical engineer in the factories and working on assembly lines and doing things, and progressed through time through product engineering and got into business management inside the company about eight or 9 years ago, and recently moved into the role that I'm in right now. So I've been in various certification and boards in the industry and everything. So been around the products a long time.
Very good. Sounds a little bit like my story. And coincidentally, we have the same first name. So I love you. I love your name, man.
Great name. Great.
Can you give us an overview of your company and its mission in the water heater and boiler industry?
Sure. I'd be glad to. You know, our mission is to be a market leader in whatever channel that we participate in, Daryl. We want to be a great place for our employees to work, but also a great place for our communities and where we exist. So A.O. Smith Corporation, which owns Lochinvar, is one of the leading manufacturers in residential, commercial, water heating, boilers, and water treatment products. And every day we get up and we work on developing state-of-the-art solutions that are pushing boundaries and pushing the industry norms. One thing I'd like to explain a little bit is A.O. Smith's 150 years old this year, Daryl, and we're celebrating every location. Every location in the world is having a celebration this year. Ours is actually tomorrow here in Lebanon. But A.O. Smith started out as a company making small machine parts for buggy whips and baby carriages and bicycles. Got into automotive for a long time. We made beer brewing vats for a long time. So all kind of different things, but now we're a global water technology company. We're in North America, China, India, Europe, and Daryl, we're older than the light bulb, believe it or not.
Wow.
You don't think about 150 years, but it's a big deal. But I also want to expand one more second. Lochinvar was acquired by A.O. Smith in 2011 because that they saw the leadership of Lochinvar in their industries. But Lochinvar is 85 years old this year. And we're headquartered in Lebanon, Tennessee. We're proud to be headquartered here. We're just under 500,000 square feet under roof and have about 700 employees on site. So we're really proud to say that all the functions of Lochinvar business operate out of our location. And as you can see from my background picture, I'll move over here, we're really proud of our site. And it's set up as a customer experience. We have an amphitheater, about 100-seat amphitheater that is used every day for training on our products, services, and just to educate everybody that's around our stuff. And it is amazing the number of people that we reach through that site.
Yeah, that's awesome. I am a testament that certainly is a customer experience for sure. I've been there several times for meetings and tours, and it is a magnificent facility. If you ever have a chance to get out there, those of you in the audience listening to us, please make that trip. You'll be better off for that. Listen, congratulations on Lochinvar, 85 years. Congratulations on A.O. Smith at 150 years. So that really leads me to my next question, right? From starting out making small parts and bicycle parts and things of that nature to now being in the boiler water heater industry with innovation and state of the art machinery and equipment. So what would you say are some of the flagship products that set your company apart in the market?
So Lochinvar's portfolio, of course, has boilers, water heaters, pool heaters. We even do package systems for people. But we're really proud of our Crest boiler line. We've been producing it since 2011, and we continually are innovating and coming up with new feature sets. Our latest models, Daryl, offer what we call Hellcat technology, but it's a technology that monitors the O2 in the system, and it's designed to reduce startup challenges, reduce annual service, and adjust to the environment as you have pressure differential, as you have elevation differential, and to make sure that it's operating optimal at all times. That unit also has a smart touch operating control system, and it gives the installers and the managers access to all the information that they need, but also it's Connexus remote ready, which means any device that's internet capable can connect and monitor and see data anywhere. So that's our Crest unit, but we also have other things we're really, really proud of, like our FTX boiler, our night boiler, and our power fin boiler, which we've produced since 1986 when Lochinvar created a whole new standard for performance and high efficiency in the industry. And I can't leave out our Armor condensing water heater, which is up to 99% thermal efficiency. So 99% of all the energy that's created by the combustion system is transferred into the water.
Wow. So excellent innovation for sure. New products, very nice. I'd be proud of them too. I am familiar with everyone that you mentioned, and the Hellcat is our commercial boiler that we lead here, in particular in the New York market, of being basis of design with that product. But now as things are moving more towards electrification and heat pump technology, what type of recent innovations in product development can you share with us that your company is proud of, moving in that direction and making sure that you stay ahead of the competition when it comes to, having products that can compete in the heat pump area and an electric boiler area?
Well, you set me right up, Daryl. So we're continually striving on new technology and to improve our customer experience. But this year alone, we've launched two very important products. One is the Veritas Air Source commercial heat pump water heater. And it's a fabulous product. It features industry's only ECM variable speed pump, and the pump operates in tandem with the flow control valve to provide greater control for the unit, but it's decreased noise level and increased efficiencies. So the Veritas model is also one of the few in the market that operates at a very high efficiency below freezing. Mm-hmm. And thanks to our patent pending defrost logic, it makes it an ideal choice for all kind of applications. But as you also mentioned, we launched just a couple of months ago our Lectris commercial boiler, and it was introduced to the market to help support decarbonization efforts. Building on Lochinvar's portfolio of sustainability and water heating solutions, and it's our first electric boiler designed and manufactured in-house by Lochinvar. But both of these units, Daryl, again, are ideal for sustainable alternatives to natural gas, and they work perfect for healthcare, education, government facilities, et cetera.
Yeah, can't wait to see them operating out in the field. Our next question, and you kind of leaned our audience into the direction of the next question when you mentioned sustainability, and that's something that's very important and very big, particularly to the younger generation. And so the next question comes in from the University of Georgia via the email chat box, and her name is Caitlin. And Caitlin would like to know, what does sustainability mean to your company?
So, Daryl, sustainability is embedded into our company values. It is a core component of our business strategy and that we live every day. And our values not only make A.O. Smith a great place to work, but they also extend to our suppliers, communities, and into the environment. Um, we have identified some strategic ESG priorities that bring both economic and sustainable value to the business. But we work on products for sustainability, but we also set goals for our facilities. We sell products to help save, but we also need to be cognizant of our environment in which we work and live. So we have goals for our facilities to reduce emissions footprint in everywhere where we operate. And as an example, we're an industry leader in high efficiency boilers, water heaters, but they offer to reduce greenhouse gas emissions for all of our customers. And this starts back in 1986 as we started the very first condensing boiler in the industry, the paraffin, through high efficiency gas products. And it's just the ladder is just continuing to evolve into electric boilers, the Electris, or commercial heat pumps, the Veritas product.
Thank you. So you just talked about water treatment and water conservation. So I was in Africa earlier this year, in East Africa, helping bring clean fresh water to communities in Tanzania that don't have access to clean fresh water, where by building wells and pumping wells and water towers. And it's just amazing to see how happy and excited these folks are to have access to clean fresh water. And so how do your products contribute to water conservation efforts?
So it's a great question, Daryl. And in our water treatment business, we are focused on providing solutions that are water efficient and reduce waste. So we have a new patented Max 4.0 reverse osmosis membrane, and it increases efficiency in the water treatment process by up to 250%. And our water softening is also another area of high efficiency technology that's coming out. And we have a new one called Absolute Brine Technology, and it results in 30% less water waste and more efficient salt consumption. So those are two products right there that are reducing water waste that's also cleaning water at the same time. And
Okay.
we're also committed, Daryl, to water stewardship and operations, as I mentioned, but we also achieved a third-party verification for water stewardship through the Water Council's WAVE program. And I know many people are going to be familiar with that. And we plan to announce later this year some new corporate water goals through our ESG report.
Oh, very good. And what did you say that technology was? Absolute brining technology?
Absolute brining technology. It's a new technology for our water softeners that's out, and it results in 30% less water and more efficient salt consumption.
Okay, I'll have to look that one up. I'm not familiar with
Yeah,
that one.
yep.
Are there any specific initiatives or partnerships your company is involved in to promote sustainability?
Yeah, so we partner with Energy Star heavily, and we've been awarded our sixth consecutive Energy Star Partnership Award this year from the EPA. And it also marks our fourth Sustained Excellence honor, which distinguishes companies that have made a long-term commitment to energy management through the products and services that we provide. We also participate in the California Heat Pump Partnership, which is a new alliance this year where California is continuing to try to drive heat pump technology into the industry. And they have a statewide goal, which is a pretty aggressive goal, of 6 million heat pumps installed by 2030. So A.O. Smith was also a founding member of the Water Council in Milwaukee. It's a nonprofit dedicated to solving global water challenges by driving innovation and advancing water stewardship. So we're excited about that. It's an old building in downtown Milwaukee that we revamped and has really turned into a really cool facility.
Very nice. Wow. Listen, yeah, you guys have made a lot of accomplishments, and I can hear the pride in your voice that you certainly do have a lot to be proud of. So some great achievements and accomplishments. So congratulations there. How is your company preparing for the increasing demand for sustainable and energy efficient products?
Well, Daryl, that's a big one because in 2026 there's a commercial regulation. 2029 there's a residential regulation coming in water heating, and I'm sure there'll be another boiler one after that. But our global manufacturing teams are always preparing for increased production and capacity. But we're really having the industry, not just Lochinvar and A.O. Smith, but the industry is having to do a major change there because with the heat pump technology that's being regulated, it changes the way we make things. It changes the way we develop things, and it's really been a challenge for us, but it's been a healthy challenge because we've encourage people to go back to the textbooks and do the things that they need to do to remember, oh, that's what a heat pump cycle is. And that's how we do this. But we're also proactive approach with partnership with policymakers. We have a group of people in Washington, D.C. that are on the Hill all the time, working hand in hand with policymakers and lawmakers.
Mm-hmm.
But and the last one really truly is our robust training, customer training and resources. We talked about the facility that's in the picture here behind me, but trying to make sure that we educate our customer in how the products work, where the federal tax credits are and the local utility rebates, and to try to make it a win-win for everybody.
Got it. So, Darryl, how long have you been the president and general manager of the Lochinvar business unit specifically?
I've been here since beginning of the calendar year. Came over from our North America water heating business unit before then.
Okay. And in that position, right, president of Lochinvar and general manager of the business unit takes leadership, takes vision. I'm sure you have some of your own ideas and ways to lead and make people better and hold them accountable. So in speaking about leadership and vision for a moment, what are your personal goals for the direction of the company, say over the next 5 years?
So we always want to continue to be a market leader in all the channels that we work in. We want to bring out innovative products and be successful there. But I appreciate personally, Daryl, being around people and seeing them succeed. I want to ensure, I guess it'd be a better word, that every employee is enthusiastic about coming to work. They like to work here. And this alone will drive product and process innovation. Everyone talks about product innovation, but process innovation is just as important. And if we do those well, we'll exceed customer expectations in the changing market landscapes, and we'll be a great place to work and a good citizen in our communities. And with all of that, it'll lead to innovation and profitable growth, which keeps our company going for 85 or 150 years.
Well, you touched on it. You touched on it a little bit, but how do you do that? How do you foster that culture of innovation among your employees? That cohesiveness, that having them work together, because people have different personalities and different ways of doing things. Some people think that their way is the best way. When I joined Wallace Eannace, I was under the leadership of Hank Kunkel Sr., and Hank Kunkel Sr. told me one time, Darryl, the toughest thing in management is dealing with people's personalities.
You're right, Daryl, and I have to agree with Hank Sr. there. But we have a systematic way of identifying and solving problems, and we try to break that down to a very easy approach to understand. Whether you're on the factory floor or you're an advanced development engineer, we try to keep that same mentality and that same base. The foundation allows everyone to be creative, and then we can find simple solutions or even hard solutions to different problems, but the innovation comes from everywhere in the business, and it sets us up for new features in our products. And when we think about products, we host voice of customers sessions. We do different customer groups, specifying engineers, distributors, contractors, installers, even regulatory agencies. We'll ask them to come in and sit down with us so that we make sure we understand what they're really going after and what they're trying to solve.
Very good. Thank you. And when I mentioned the word leadership, right? Um, to me, you wanna find other leaders and help build them up to become leaders as well, so that then they can help other people come up and be leaders. So, but when I mention the word leadership to you, what does that mean to you?
Leadership's helping people grow, Daryl. Um, I've been blessed by starting in this company right out of college and being able to learn to do things. I've been able to move 2 or 3 times throughout the United States and see different things. But it's being able to stand in front of people, be proud of what you do every day, uh, be able to get people to, as they say, row the boat in the same direction, and to
Hmm.
make sure that we've all communicated the same values and vision for where we're headed. Um, and that's the direction that we want to go. If we do that and we get everybody together, solving problems together, solving the same problems together, then we'll head in the same direction, and we'll come out with those new products that help lead the market, transform the industry, things that we need to do.
Powerful, powerful answer. Thank you very much. I think that so you and I have similar paths to management and to where we are today. We weren't born as successful people, right? So we had to learn things. And what I try to impart to our team is that it does not take any effort to be average or mediocre. That's going to happen. That's going to happen all by itself. You don't
It
need to do
is.
anything for that. But if you want to be a Daryl Shue or a Daryl Clark, you're going to have to put in some effort. You're going to have to work. You're going to have to study. You're going to have to read. You're going to have to attend workshops. You're going to have to attend symposiums. You're going to have to attend seminars. And a lot of that stuff is free, right? The library is free. You can go to the library. All you need is a
Yep.
library card. Sometimes you don't even need a library card. You can just go
Yep.
there and read a book, sit down in a nice quiet area, bring your pad and take some notes, and go back with what I call the nuggets or the gems, something that you can take and apply right away. So what are your thoughts about self-improvement and continuing to work on yourself, to not compare yourself to anyone else, but to compare Daryl Shue to the Daryl Shue of yesterday and making sure you're better today?
Yeah, it's about self-learning and self reflection, Daryl. Um, you've got to understand your gaps and the things that you can do better. I learn from people every day. Um, just because I have the general manager title, I am not the smartest man in the room. I know I'm not. I need smart people around me, and I tell people in meetings every day, hey, wait a minute. How did you do that? Can you train me? Can you educate me? I don't understand this. But just being open, having empathy for people, and being able to say, hey, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but I am the guy that's here to try to keep us together and make the final decisions and to drive us together to make sure that we're rowing that boat in the same direction. You know, I put my pants on just like you do and everybody else every day, right? We get up and we want to provide for our families, and we want to
Right.
be a good place to work,
Yep.
and we want to make sure that we're a good citizen in the communities, and that's what it's all about. And if I learn something a little bit from my people every day, and if I can help them learn something, then we're all better. And if we're all better, it just multiplies. It just goes up on itself.
Right. Yeah.
It does.
Excellent. Excellent. I teach our team that I want them to have the philosophy of, we want to be able to service our customers better than anyone else can. And if you can simply just do that,
Mhm.
everything else will fall into place. All right, as we're winding down on this interview and
Sure.
dialogue here, and in closing, is there anything, Daryl, that you'd like to share with the audience out here in the digital world of Microsoft Teams, and the digital world of YouTube and Facebook and
Yep.
Instagram Live, where all of these people are listening to us right now? So, what would you like to share about your company's journey and future goals?
I'll say going forward, Daryl, and you talk about the technology change and everything. So in the spring of 25, coming up here pretty soon, we're going to open up a new facility here in Lebanon called the Product Development Center for A.O. Smith. And it's going to be here at our campus. It's about a $30 million project that combines a mixture of new construction and also some renovation of some current labs and current things that we have inside our current building. But it goes back to creating an environment for innovation and collaboration, right? You get people together to solve problems, you can solve problems a lot faster than you can by yourself. So the new center is going to bring together all of our North America water heating commercial engineering group, an electronics group that we use to develop controls internally, and the Lochinvar engineering team to support our future commercial product developments, including heat pump, including electric boiler, including commercial gas products. Anything that we need to be able to do from a commercial development standpoint, we're going to be able to do right here on this campus. And when we're operational and fully up, we'll have about 140 people in this new building with future room for growth. And it's just one more step in the legacy for our company to say we're doing good things for the industry. So we're looking really forward to that.
That's awesome, man. Well, thank you so much for taking. I know you're a very, very busy man, so please, I appreciate the time that you
Absolutely.
took out to share these words of wisdom and share what's happening with A.O. Smith, Lochinvar Corporation, so people have a better understanding of how committed you are to innovation, technology, community impact, conservation, sustainability. I appreciate you sharing everything that you did. I look forward to breaking bread with you in person real soon.
Yep.
And thank you again. Is there anything that you'd like to say in closing?
No, I'm good. Thank you for the opportunity, Daryl, and everybody out there listening. And if we can ever help do something about educating a customer about a product, or even if we need to listen about a problem that we're not solving, that's what makes us better, and that's what makes us a market leader in our industry.
There you go. There you go, guys. You heard it from Daryl Shue, Senior Vice President of A.O. Smith and President and General Manager of Lochinvar Corporation, the business unit there. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Remember, I am your guy, D. Clark, motivated and blessed. Soak it up. I am. Chase your dreams because your dreams are not chasing you. Peace, everybody.